This is week one of everything. I just launched my LLC. I'm building a fashion brand. I'm releasing my music. I'm doing all of this while taking care of my dad full time, unpaid. This isn't a project anymore, it's my life. Here's exactly where I'm at right now. I raised just over $2,000 to start the LLC, to fund the account. And as well, I started some DBAs. I started one specifically for the House of Kaye, the clothing that I'm creating, and King Kaye, just under my regular artist name. It really wasn't as hard as I thought to start the LLC. I thought it was going to be. It was just more of the nerves and kind of overcoming that resistance of waiting on doing it. I was kind of worried about the legality and following certain guidelines because I have no information on that, but I'm at a point where I'm ready to take the risks and learn from my mistakes. I started planning my first drop. The reason why I wanted to start clothing for my music is because I just need to create something. It helps me mentally clear my mind with everything else going on in my life. And I'm not just releasing t-shirts or jackets, I'm actually releasing incentives with them. So for example, the short film that I'm making for my album and the album release party that I'm doing, the first drop that I'm releasing is a cropped boxy t-shirt with my logo on it. But people who get that also get a free ticket to that exclusive event. And then later down the line, I have this idea of releasing a jacket that is going to be pretty expensive, but they're only going to be maybe 50 of them. Anybody who buys that jacket has free tickets to my shows for life. And doing all these things, as well as using AI and as well as using, Google, I've learned so many different skills. I actually already knew how to do graphic design because that's originally what I went to college for, but I now have learned coding for Squarespace for creating websites. I've learned meta ads. I'm working on funnels, and through Squarespace, I actually created an email list that I'm going to be updating everybody on. It's called Infinite Access because my logo is an infinity symbol. And going back to meta ads, I'm learning how to funnel cold customers into warmer customers, people who genuinely want to know about the brand and what I have coming out next, to be the first ones to have a bite at all of that. And I feel like what surprised me the most about all of this is that it's not as hard as I thought to actually do these things. It is harder mentally to allow yourself to do these things. The other thing that I thought was really strange is that through the creation of all of this, it's crazy how easy it is to actually do something, but without the idea of what you want to do, it's near impossible. Once you get a thought in your mind, it really is almost possible to do anything. It's not just about clothing. It's not just about the music. It's about building something that feels like home for people like me. People who feel that they think too deeply. People who are really driven. And people who feel kind of different. It's about taking care of my family while still being able to do the things that I love. Because if I can take care of myself, I can take care of them. It's about betting on myself. And it took me a long time to get to this point, but I'm finally doing it. So the past year, my father was diagnosed with MS, and now he's in a wheelchair. He also dealt with cancer, and I also found him unconscious in the bathroom about 2 weeks ago with blood clots in his lungs. This man is fighting for his life. And mentally, this has been a completely new adjustment for him. He is such an extrovert. He is such an outgoing person. And now he can't even leave the house without me driving him somewhere or somebody taking him somewhere. And seeing the state that he's in has taught me a lot about my values. Money is not something that I should fear or be worried about. And also, you should do what makes you happy, because that is the only thing that matters and allows you to spread that happiness and positivity to other people in your life. So my biggest win this week was action. It's easy to overthink the vision, but the LLC was less about getting the title and more of a symbolic move of giving myself permission to get started. I started mapping out the ad funnel to get people to sign up to my emailing list, and I even started scripting the campaign for my first drop with the t-shirt that allows people to get to this exclusive event. I'm finishing up the short film as well, and even reaching out to a lot of distributors. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to reach out to people, what to be asking, what to be looking for, what's right and what's wrong, how much to be charging people. I've been spending a lot of time on my computer, but every minute that I have spent on my computer, I've had something to do. This week, the focus is taking that funnel that's in a cold state right now of finding a lot of people and kind of honing it down into people that want to be a part of the community. Another one is continue shooting the short film, and with those friends also start shooting promo for the first drop when I do get the first sample of the t-shirt that comes in. I'm trying to get packaging as well as other incentives that I can give to each person that purchases a t-shirt, and I'm also doing this as a limited drop, only 50 of them, and I'm gonna have some type of card or something that says the limited availability of what they have, and it'll also have a code to unreleased music. I just want to be able to give people more. And the last thing is starting to write the story behind the brand, so it's not just a t-shirt. You know, there's a deeper feeling, a deeper community behind that, because I want to feel part of a community, and right now I feel like because of the amount of time that I've given to my father, it's been very hard to find a community and maintain that relationship. During this time, I'm reading the book The War on Art, and I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. It kind of shifted my perspective on the things that I feel resistance towards are the things that I should actually pay the most attention to. Because once you start feeling resistance, that's when you tend to procrastinate. You start looking elsewhere to try and find answers. And now that I know that those resistances, is that a word? Resistances? That resistance is what I should be going directly towards. And that's what I've been doing. And it feels a little scary, but it feels great because I feel like I'm being very productive. If you're trying to build something, start where you are. Nothing in the past matters anymore. And the future, nobody can decide but you. This exact moment, when you make that decision that you want to start something, is where it starts. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what your circumstances are, you can do something like this. And you will never, ever, ever feel ready to do it. But the momentum is greater than perfection. And I've realized that making a lot of mistakes and a lot of okay content is still better than not doing anything at all. This was week 1 of what I've done so far. If you're watching, I want you to comment an infinity symbol. The reason why I chose the infinity symbol was through my late uncle. He always used to make me draw the infinity symbol when I was a young boy, and it's been a bit of a synchronicity throughout my life, and that's also something that he taught me about. When he passed away, I adopted a lot of his books, and it was Carl Jung speaking on dreams and synchronicity and things like that, and the idea of his memory living on infinity and my legacy living on infinity, my father's, my late friends, everything. The infinity symbol just stands out to me beyond anything else. So please drop an infinity symbol if you're still watching this. If you want to follow up more on this, my Instagram is kingk.sound. The clothing brand that I'm just about to start is the House of .kaye. You can find both of those in each other's bios. I also have a second single coming out on my birthday, June 26th, called Fight, as well as a visualizer that I filmed here in my basement as a lyric video. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. You can check out my most recent video of Enlighten Me that I shot with a lot of friends, recreating Renaissance pictures and tarot cards. And please just reach out to me if you want to. I'm trying to build this community and I want to inspire people to start doing things that they love as well. So please keep in touch. I love you. Please take care of yourself. Stay awake. And I will see you very soon with another weekly update. Peace out.